Yeah. Oh my goodness, love bug. Oh my goodness. All right, we are gonna just start with some engagement work from a 7-month-old Minnie. She's still gonna show a little bit of like nervousness. She got dropped off and she's like, that's one of the biggest things that her owner wants to make sure to work on with her. But she's warming up very quickly. I'm telling you, like literally just got dropped off 15 minutes. She's letting us know she's bored. She's letting us know she wants to do things. We better have snacks for her. Already putting a lot of pressure on the leash, especially outside. She's just like, what the heck are we gonna do? Can we get to work here? So what I like to start with, especially with some like younger dogs who can tend to be a little bit unsure at first of like the space, us, is just some nice, easy engagement work. So I don't really care about any of this right now. That'll start to go away as I start working with her. And then this will help set the foundation for some really beautiful tone e-collar work once I get started with that. So it's name recognition. Minnie, little leash. Yes. A little leash with a dog of her size is gonna look like a lot of leash, but it's really not for her. Good, so I'm just gonna get moving, these 180 turns. Minnie, yes. So it's her name, she heads towards me. Yes, come receive your reward. Just get moving. Minnie, yes. Make the dog come get it from you or go get it. What I mean by go get it is, Minnie, yes, toss it. Minnie, yes. This is not a let me bring the food to the dog. I'm working on building up drive here. Good. Right here, if I like what she's offering, I can just tell her good and offer her, good, the food. Minnie, yes. That's a good girl. See, I like that movement, especially for my nervous dogs. I want to start building that up really quickly. Good. Minnie, yes. Just watch out if you're walking backwards. Good. See how she picks up her pace to go get it? That's what I'm looking for. Minnie, yes.
When did somebody implement this with their own?
Minnie, you can do this at 10 weeks old. You're going to use less leash with that. Minnie, but all of this is like name recognition type stuff where Minnie, yes. That's going to help also shape recall. Minnie, yes. Minnie, I do this most with young dogs. Not as much for like Bo, who you guys saw. Minnie, this just probably would be a little counterintuitive to what I'm looking to build up with him. I needed to slow him down. Her, I want to get her moving, feeling loosey-goosey, picking up some drive. Good. That also helps doing a little bit of this. For the first time, I'm going to ask her to go into a kennel. I have not asked her that yet. Got a quick itch. I totally get it, girl. She will also learn that we don't go up to dogs' crates. Minnie, oh, ran into the door. Yes. No, notice how I didn't freak out. We often create things for our dogs to feel kind of like nervous of. She kind of hit her head. She kind of looked like, and I just kept moving. I could have been like, oh, Minnie, are you okay? I don't need to create more of a thing about it than it needs to be. She's a 7-month-old dog running into things, not abnormal. So here, Minnie, I'll talk about what I want to do here. Minnie, yes. So when we slow down, she's like, what are we doing next? There, she was kind of like checking out the crate, all good stuff, but I want to start building this a little bit. So letting her, Minnie, yes. I don't hate that she's like, oh, I'll go towards that crate. I just want to start to build up a little bit of that like, good, look to me, good. Kennel. Good. I'm actually going to drop that leash so she doesn't get tangled. Bring the food here, grab that leash. I would do that differently if this was a dog I was concerned about biting me, but that's not this dog. So let's not take things out of context. Good. She's more concerned right now about what Lainey's up to. That's fine. She'll eventually get bored and want to step out. Shh. I'm going to let her. Minnie, kennel. Good. I might use the door here a little bit since, even though she's still not huge, she already has like very big dog energy. Good. And her body's just like, do, 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 do. Look how I'm letting her make a little bit less of a mistake. Shh. Let her come out, just because it's easier to reset. Kennel. Good. Notice how I'm not like trying to get her to pay attention with the food. Good. You look towards me, look for direction. That's where you're going to get your payment. I'm not going to sit over here and be like, Minnie, 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 look over here. I want it to be good, that she's offering me some connection. Let's use one at the door. Shh. Good. It's just a really nice thing to be able to utilize for like physical direction that's straightforward, not like me putting all of my body in front of her, and very like non-invasive. It was just a nice shut to the shh. Just shutting the door and opening it. Good. I love that. Take your time with this stuff. Minnie. Shh. I'm going to use a combo because I want her to start learning my language. Curious girl. Shh. Shh. Good. Good. I'm pushing the food towards her a little bit, so I'm rewarding in there versus her head hovering out. Just little things. Good. Minnie, break. She doesn't know what a break is yet, but good. But that's why I gave very clear body language of what it is. Minnie, kennel. Good. You turn that direction. Good girl, honey. This I will all do with e-collar as well. I'll start with my tone work. I'll lay her over. Shh, right there will be a stim. Putting her back in. Kennel. This is normal type stuff, isn't it, guys? You probably are like, oh, yep, my dog's done that. I'm not getting firmer on the leash. I'm just staying consistent. Kennel. Little leash pressure. I'm going to wait her out. Good. That is something. She just almost fell over. That is something so many people don't do. I get it. It feels kind of like, especially if she were to start like bucking on the leash or something, it can feel super like is my dog gonna hurt themselves? Is, my arm gonna get pulled out of the socket? You need to stay really clear and consistent in those moments of not being like, well, fine, we're just gonna give up. Because a dog of this size, if her dad is 175 pounds, look at the size of those paws. She's gonna be a big dog. She's only 7 months old. You already are big. Good. I don't know if you guys can tell in video, but like she's already probably, I don't know, what would you say, like 70-ish pounds? Shh. She feels stocky.
She's 75, 80.
Whoa, big girl. Shh, shh. She goes out. I'm consistent. Kennel. And I'm not annoyed. I'm not mad. I'm not like, no, get back in there. Good. And notice how I let her come out. I still disagree with that choice, but I let her come back out and we go back in. Good. Minnie, break. Yay! Yay! Wow, that's fun, huh? That's fun. Good. I like that. And I'm gonna go back to some more engagement work. Good. Minnie, yes. Whoa, that's a good girl. Good girl. Let's see what we do at the door. Shh, Minnie. Yes. So same thing if I was using the e-collar. Shush, leash pressure here, bringing her back versus shush, stim. Open it up. Minnie. Yes. I missed my shush there. That's okay. But she didn't even go out as far that time. But look how I full-fledged opened the door. Shh, Minnie. Yes. Good response there, Bubba. Good. 7 months old. That's why start this young. Realistically, if I'm working on a dog with a dog that's older that hasn't had to do this for years and years, it takes so much longer. She offered it at the 3rd time. She's going to test it again for sure, but it's going to click much quicker. Oh, we're afraid of the stairs. Yes. I like that you look back for me. Let's see what she does if I take her down the stairs. If she's scared, that's okay. We're not going to quit. I'm going to help her. But She needs to learn at this age she's braver than she thinks she is. So right now she's kind of in a weird spot. I'm just gonna open the door like, beep, beep. Excuse me, lady. Shh, Minnie. Good, yes. Let's approach it. Good, agreeing. Lots of food initially with a girl like this. Young age, it's helping her. It's not bringing too much excitement into the equation. Good, it's being used as payment. So watch how confidently I'm gonna walk out these steps with her. Minnie, hold on, I wanna wait till we get that nice, yes, engagement. We gotta be patient with all this stuff. Good. Let's go. Oh, she's good. You're good, girly. Good job. We just went potty, but this is where you're gonna go potty. This is where you're gonna meet some friends. Check it out a little. Day one, I often bring dogs out here when I'm working within their session. Just let them check out the yard a little bit. They don't get to drag me around, just like anything. So right here, Minnie, yes, I want to build up that engagement out here as well. Again, she can check it out, but just don't drag me around. Does it smell like friends? We'll do one lap and then we'll head back in. And then we're going to do just a little bit engagement work out on the driveway, back to closing it out with some kennel work. So if you're just starting this with your dog and you're trying to figure out like what should I be most concerned about or like what should I focus on, is really eliminating that pulling on the leash. So if it means you're not ready to go out to your driveway yet, you need to work with this even in your garage, in your living room, to get that little bit higher of engagement. Start there versus going out to the driveway and it being like I'm dragging her around. The more and more that you can start to teach your dog how to respond to your body language, leash pressure, everything else is going to be so much easier. Puppies don't come out pulling, they come out having a very usually strong will, and they start to learn, oh, I drag towards something, I get to go to it. So that's like right here, I'm totally fine with her wandering around, but I'm sticking with her so we don't get leash tension. If she goes to pull, I'm going to disagree with that, bring her back my way, and work on that loose leash again. So that is one thing I would focus on the most. And making sure that when you're using food, it is as payment, not as a bargaining chip. So you want it to be where it's like, you're rewarding that engagement, you're rewarding that looking to you, you're rewarding that mindfulness at the door, not just like, Minnie, 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 look what I have. Hey, hey, hey. I see that all the time, like, look what I have, look what I have. And now people might think she's engaged. Yes, because she's like, I smell that. She's using her nose. She's like, oh, I can smell that. We want it to be where it's like, Minnie, not engaged. Yes, now I go grab my payment because there's some engagement there. That's another key thing when you're working on this kind of stuff. So not allowing dragging. Good girl. Waiting for that more attentiveness and utilizing that food in a way of payment, not a bargaining chip. And really thinking about, am I making progress with like going in and out of the crate? I'm gonna let her make mistakes. Minnie, like right here, she's pulling me. Minnie, yes. Letting her make mistakes, but then creating clarity around what you're looking for. Those are like the main things I would focus on something like this for a session that you're doing with a young dog. This can be with an older dog too, but especially with a young dog, and it can feel kind of like, wait, didn't we just do that? Oh, you're gone. Attention span of a goldfish. So really break it down and make sure it's clear of what you're looking for. Don't use a lot of words either. Use their name. Yes. Good. Simple. Okay. Don't be like, oh, Minnie, who's my good girl? Come over here, good girl. Oh, what are you doing? She's like, oh my God, what's this lady want? And some dogs might just love it, but they don't know what you're saying. Okay. Minnie. Yes. Making her come get the food from me, and then we'll go in together. Good job, Mama. Yeah. You're brave. All right, lady, let's go do a few laps outside. We're gonna adjust that slip lead again. Again, just like the prong collar, slip lead should be high up on the neck. With some of your larger breed dogs, you might wanna grab the scruff and kind of pull it out from underneath it. It might look kind of like, geez, it's not. She just has so much skin. Yeah, are you getting all excited? You giddy girl, giddy girl. Oh, is that Casey? Minnie, yes. love that. Very good. Right there, I was strategic about why I did that. I'm totally fine with her checking out Casey, Minnie. But when he's holding the camera like that, and I started seeing her like, she was checking it out, I don't want her to get too like, oh, running, I'm filthy. Too like suspicious about it, that then she goes like, whoa. I wanted to be like, I'm curious. Minnie, oh yes. And then I kind of like divert her away from that, like I'm feeling fearful. What the heck? Are you the cutest I've ever seen? Okay, don't tell anyone else. Open the door. Shh, Minnie, yes. Okay, don't tell Birdie, but you might be a different level of cute. She's perfection. Yeah, but you're just like an anomaly. Good. I love that you didn't follow him. Good. Your eyes are gray. Like, what? This should be illegal to be this cute. Minnie, let's go. Good. I walk out, I don't. Good. I am going to agree with that. I love that she like turned back. I didn't do any of that with her. If she were to go drag me, what would I have done? Yes, that is correct. Whoever just answered at home. I would have taken that pressure off that leash by backpedaling Minnie, yesing her my way. But I just agreed with the choice that she's making right here of sticking with me. It's these little moments, you guys. This is what so many owners do. They're coming out. Well, now she's going to probably be really good. Come here, sweetie. But they're coming out. They're like, all right, let's go. What time do I have? I'm so busy. I'm the busiest person in the world. The dog's dragging. They're going out there. Yeah, Claude, I'll call you back later. I gotta go walk my dog right now. And then they put this away and they're like, why are you pulling? Because you're distracted. So Minnie, you need to start that right away. Tell Claude you'll call him back. Good. If you have a friend named Claude, please tell me, because that would be awesome. Minnie, yes.
Comment below if you have a friend named Claude.
Yes. Good. You're gonna be so tired, lady. You're gonna be so tired. And what's probably gonna happen after this session? She's gonna get barky in the crate. She's gonna get whiny. She's gonna end up passing out, which will be great. She'll take a nap, and then Minnie, her next session for today will be getting some e-collar work going, and I think she's gonna respond beautifully. Now that I've done a little bit of this, that tone, chef's kiss. Minnie. Good. So I'm gonna keep working on some engagement work here with her, some 180 turns. If you can't do a lot of backward walking, Minnie, yes, reward like this. And turn. Minnie, yes. Reward like this. Turn into the dog. And I'm going to agree with that. Good. Oh, we're getting tired. Minnie, yes. Minnie, yes. Turning to the side a little bit in case she's a little nervous of me. Good. Do a little chill. Do a little hangout. Oh, good. Is that the spot? Is that a good spot? We always gotta end with some wobbins. We always gotta. Yeah. Okay. Miss Minnie and I are gonna work a little longer out here. We're gonna go finish up with some of that kennel work I already showed you guys. And then Kiddo is gonna take a nap. Minnie! Minnie, yes. Where are you going? No, that's an acorn. No, shh. Yes. Real life, guys. Puppies are crazy. Minnie, yes. And you a big puppy. Come on, kid. Pick up the pace, young lady. Good job. You can get it. Minnie, yes. All right, lovey. You're doing good. You're doing good. If you don't stay engaged, your dog will not either. Yes. Nope. Yes. Okay. Okay, mama. Usually I can feel it too when it's time to call it. Let's go finish up in her kennel. Come on, mama. I'm too tired. Shh, Minnie. Yes. Oh, we're tripping. Okay, kiddo. Minnie, let's go. Kennel. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. Start adding in some distance to this. Good. You want to come up to my house and cuddle? You just hang out with us? Good. Look at you. Good. Good. Open, close the door. See what she does with that. Loosen that leash a little. Walk around. I like to just use this as time to see what we're gonna get. Get her bowl all set up. You're gonna get the slow feeder, mama. So all of that. I hope she does that again. I'm gonna give a little, I've got to be a little bit more forward with my physical pressure because I don't have like e-collar or anything like that working with her yet. Shh, shh. Shh, shh. Good. Now a reward for that. So if I've ever like talked to you and you've watched or you've done a virtual coaching session with me, you're working with a young dog, and I've said like, you might need to give the crate a little bonk. That's what I mean by it. Is again, we are running into like a metal thing. So it's going to sound very cumbersome, but we have to interrupt that like chaos type of state of mind. And that was enough for her in that moment to kind of be like, and then I kept following through with my spatial pressure of letting her know, nope, we're not gonna do that. What's gonna be beautiful is again, when I start working on the e-collar work with her, I'll be able to do a tap for that if she's trying to like paw at the door or anything like that, and it'll make very clear sense. But right now, just for that transitional period, this worked totally fine. I'm gonna keep working on this with her, and that's why I also like schedule off in my schedule plenty of time post drop off, because I'm not gonna just put her in here and leave. I need to be able to work through all this. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. I am gonna let her kind of do some of this like testing out, like whining, a little bit of barking stuff, because again, she is a younger dog. I do think she'll give it up much quicker than like an older dog who's just sitting there barking. I could be wrong. If anything exciting happens, we will start filming again. I will keep you posted, but otherwise I'm just gonna let her settle in here while we're all kind of like working with the other dogs around her. So again, let us know if you have any questions. We will film again if something exciting starts happening. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day.